fighting with myself. Shall I let him know? Shall I tell him? Shall I return a message, or shall
It's
I just
okay.
shall I just leave it at that? And then behold, guess what?
Out of the blue.
Out of the blue, you did it yourself. Yep, that was fun. All right. So then let's
Now we got to
go.
remember what we were doing. Oh boy. Okay.
Well, we were being kind. We were being polite.
That's right.
So instead of giving an order, what we did was we put either würdest du or könntest du
Mhm.
as our modal conjunctive verb. And so we
Okay.
had the question, stellst du die Blumen in die Vase? Are you going to put the flowers in the vase? And we put a könntest in front of it and put the verb stellst in the back and making it stellen. That's all we did. So, Juanita, machen Sie den Fernseher aus?
Ooh, okay, let's see if I can remember this. Würden Sie
1 second, I gotta change the keyboard. Come on. There we go. Würden Sie
den Fernseher ausmachen?
Okay. That's exactly right.
Would you please turn the TV off? Is that what that means?
That is exactly what it means. Would you please turn
Okay.
the TV off? Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Könnten Sie noch einmal anrufen? Is that, we were talking about this after you got this, is this, can you call again or once more? Is that,
That's right.
okay.
So you're talking to your secretary. She's supposed to make a reservation at the restaurant so you can go and have a wonderful dinner with your wife. And the secretary says, oh, they didn't answer. So what are you going to say? Okay, would you please call again?
Okay.
It's not like just because.
Bald? Couldn't see bald?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you call soon? Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
Gibst du mir deinen Kugelschreiber? Würdest du mir den Kugelschreiber geben? No, sorry, mir goes somewhere. Mir den Kugelschreiber geben. Would you please give me the pen?
Right.
Writing pen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly that. Okay.
Könntest du mir dein Auto? So is that, I looked it up, lion, borrow, or can you lend me your car?
Would you lend me your car? And what does the German say?
Can you
Nine.
Nine.
Ich habe kein Auto.
Oh no, they got cars. They're not gonna lend it to you.
Exactly.
Yeah. There are three things the German will not lend.
What are they?
Number one, the car.
Okay.
Okay. Number two, the phone.
Ah.
And number three, his
Money.
toothbrush.
Yeah.
Now money, yeah, they'll lend you. Their wives, yeah, they'll lend it to you. But don't ask for the car, okay?
That's right. This is valuable. This is
Oh
Yeah,
gosh. All right.
yeah.
All right. That's funny. All right, let's do konntest du die Tür schließen? Schließen.
Schließen.
Schließen. Yeah. Can you please close the door?
Would you please close the door? Yeah.
Okay.
What do I do up here? Den Fernseher. Ay, 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 ay. All right. So this was our beautiful conjunctive in our let's be nice way of talking. Okay. So now
so this is definitely useful. This is something we should know.
this is something you will have to apply. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, now we come to Wechselpräpositionen. What does that mean? That means you got a preposition that depending on how it is used, can either be used with a dative or an accusative. Now, you got prepositions like mit. Mit is always dative. But then here you got some which could be either or, depending, like I said, on how it is used. So here we have an, okay? An means very simply on. But where is it? So if it is positional and answers the question where, then we have to use dative. So, wo ist es? An der Tafel. So what does that mean? Positionally, where is it? Well, let's go, here we go. It is on the blackboard or whiteboard or whatever color your board is. Okay. So Tafel is your whiteboard. For instance, that map that Juanita has in the back, if it's a map painted or stuck onto some board in the back, then that would be a Tafel. Okay. So where is it? Well, it is under Tafel. Teacher, where did you put the homework assignment? Well, it's on the blackboard. So this is wo, and therefore it is dative. Because wo always answers a dative question. Now we got Aktion, which means now we're asking, where to are you going to take something, move something, write something? Okay. So now it's an action. So it's not the position, but now you're actually doing it. So teacher, where can we find the assignment? Well, I'm gonna write it on to the blackboard. So this on means now this is an action. So I'm writing it onto the blackboard. So it's, yeah, it's moving. Or teacher, I drew you a picture. What are you gonna do with it? Well, I'm gonna stick it on the tafel. So I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna move it in an action to the blackboard. So anytime you
So-
can answer the question wohin, where to, we know it is action and therefore accusative.
So how would you say, so if you wanted to say, where should I put my homework? And the answer would be on my desk, or
Okay.
so it would be warum ich mein Aufgabe? What was homework?
Aufgabe, Hausaufgabe, yeah.
um, I don't know where to say put.
Okay, so you're asking, wohin soll ich
Okay.
meine Hausaufgabe legen?
Okay. Where should I lay my homework? Okay.
Okay, so where shall I put my homework?
Okay.
All right. So since you're going to place it somewhere,
Mhm.
it is an action and it's already implied in your question, wohin? Okay.
Mhm.
So now we know it is action and therefore it is accusative. So, lege die Hausaufgabe auf den Schreibtisch.
Okay.
So Schreibtisch is
Yes.
masculine because Tisch is masculine. Der Tisch in accusative is now den. So this is why I'm putting it on to the table. Now we're not going to say place it onto the table. We're going to say, now, lay it on my desk. But the correct way would be laid onto the desk. Okay. So once you place it there, then die Aufgabe liegt auf dem Tisch. Okay.
Okay.
So
Yep.
now that you've actually placed it there, now the question is, wo ist die Aufgabe? Sie ist, oder sie liegt auf dem Tisch. Because now we're going back to wo, which is dative. Okay. And then we have wann, as in time. So when are we free? Well, we're free Saturday. Okay. So on Saturday. And since the AM is a contraction, in reality, what you're saying is an dem. Samstag, making it a contraction, which now means am Samstag.
So on is typically used with a day, but if it was an hour, would it be still on or
If it's the hour,
um,
it's
um,
If
okay.
it's the month, it's im. So,
Mm.
so
It's hour.
im September am, ja, 11.
Day.
Tag um 9 Uhr
9 Uhr.
morgens.
Okay. What about year? Is that M as well?
Ja.
Okay.
Morgens im Jahr 2001. So today is the
Yeah.
anniversary of 9/11.
Yep.
So they used to say that those people that were alive when Kennedy was shot, when they heard the news,
Mhm.
they can recall exactly what they were and what they were doing the moment they got the news.
Mhm.
And I thought, wow, that's pretty impressive. And now with 9/11, I can tell you exactly where I was, what I
Yep.
was doing the day
Yep.
we heard those news.
Without even trying to remember it, you just know it, right? Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
too. Yeah.
yeah, crazy, crazy world. So, all right. So this is an. Now we got auf, which is what we did up top with the homework, putting it on the table. So where's the homework? Well, it's on the table. So if you're asking wo, so where is it? Its position. Then we say it's auf dem Tisch. But if you're placing it onto the table, then it's an action, then it's wohin, then it's accusative, and therefore the der Tisch now becomes den Tisch, while in the dative, der Tisch became dem Tisch. And as you can see, we basically only ask 3 questions: wo, wohin, and wann. And they give us the indication. So now we have in, okay, so in der Pension. Pension is a little bed and breakfast hotel.
Hmm.
Okay. And we know that pension is die. Therefore, if I ask you guys, where will you stay in Krakow am See? And then you would say, wir bleiben in der Pension. And then you'll probably give me the name of that little bed and breakfast or small hotel that you're going to be staying in. Okay. So when I ask you, wohin fahrt ihr in Krakau am See? And then you would say, ach, wir fahren in die Pension. Why? Because you're in movement. Okay, so again, action. And if you move, it is wohin. Therefore, it's accusative. And wo is dative. And then wann, and this is what we just mentioned. If it's a month, if it's a season, if it's a year, then we use im.
In.
So it would be in dem Winter, making it im Winter. So winter is masculine, der Winter, making masculine into dative, changes der Winter to dem Winter, and therefore it is im Winter. All right, so where are you gonna park the car? Well, parking is hinter dem Hotel. So where is parking? It's in the back of the hotel. All right. Daddy, where are you gonna drive the car? Well, I'm gonna drive it hinter das Hotel. So now I'm actioning it. So I'm moving the car from one place to another. Where am I moving it to? Well, I'm moving it to the back of the hotel. Why? Because that's where the parking is. Okay. And the same as hinter, we have for. So whatever you can do behind the hotel, you can do in front of it. So wo parkt der Krankenwagen? Der Krankenwagen parkt vor dem Krankenhaus. So the ambulance parks in front of the hospital. And the wohin? Wohin fährt der Krankenwagen? Der Krankenwagen fährt vor das Krankenhaus. And where do we go? Well, we go hinter das Krankenhaus. Okay? And then the same thing with time, Zeit, vor, wann. So when did it happen? Well, it happened vor einer Woche, a week ago. Okay. So now this for gives me time past. And therefore this for asks wann, and therefore it is dative. So we have die Woche and die in dative becomes der. So now it is vor der Woche, before the week, or in this case, a week ago, undefinite or indefinite article. So eine Woche now becomes einer Woche in dative. So a week ago. Okay, so you bought 2 lamps and you want to hang them. Well, you already hung the first. So where did you hang the first lamp? Well, I hung it über dem Tisch. So now it hangs above the table. Die Lampe hängt über dem Tisch, giving me a position. Where is it? Because he already hung it, it's already fixed up there, it's placed. And so I'm gonna ask you, und die zweite Lampe? Then you're gonna say, ich hänge sie auch über den Tisch. So I'm gonna hang it also. So it's action. I'm gonna hang it where? Wohin? Well, I'm gonna hang it also over the table. And just as you can put something above the table, you can put something underneath. Well, underneath where? Well, the sofa. So das Sofa. We know that das becomes dem in dative, just as der. So where is it? It is unter dem Sofa. It's underneath the sofa. Okay. And where are you gonna throw the
Oh.
dog's bone?
Right.
Well, I'm gonna throw it underneath the sofa. So unter
Oh.
das Sofa, since it's an action, right? I'm gonna place it underneath. Okay. Where is it? It's under the sofa. Where are you gonna place it? Well, I'm gonna place it underneath the sofa.
Wohin gehen die Katze? Die Katze.
Wohin geht die Katze?
Geht, yeah.
Okay.
Die Katze ist unter dem Sofa.
Die Katze ist
Or what you'd say, die Katze geht unter das Sofa. So it's going under the sofa.
ja.
Right?
Die
Yeah,
Katze,
okay.
okay, so die Katze geht unter das Sofa. Jetzt ist die Katze unter dem Sofa. Okay. So the action is, where is it going? Well, it's going underneath the sofa. So you do the accusative. And where is it now? Answering the where. Well, now it's dative. It is under the sofa or underneath the sofa, under the sofa. Okay. And just as you can put something above or below, you can put it right alongside. Okay. So neben dem Haus is well alongside the house. Or would you say beside the house?
I would say
Either
next
way.
to,
Next to?
but
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
And then we have
next to.
third option, next to. Yeah, so if I ask you where did you install your air conditioning unit, then you would say neben dem Haus. So right next to the house or alongside the house.
Mhm.
Okay. Or the guy comes and asks, where do you want me to install the jacuzzi? Then you're gonna say, oh, stell das Jacuzzi neben das Haus. Yeah. Place it to one of the sides of the house. Nicht,
Dahinter.
nicht vor das Haus, nicht hinter das Haus, neben das Haus.
So if we would have told Tim that, would he have known what to do?
Does he know what to do even when you don't tell him or tell him? Or?
No, if we would have said that in German.
Right.
Yeah.
This guy actually convinced my wife that he spoke German.
Really? Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
And my wife, so before we married, I told her, you have to go to Honduras, take a look at what's there, take a look at what the country's like. And if you think you could live there, then we get married. If you're gonna say, no way am I gonna live in a country like that, then we're not gonna get married. But since I was in Taiwan, was I really in Taiwan? Well, she went. Oh yeah, she went to the shareholders meeting from my company in March, and I was already in Taiwan. So Tim, who lived in Puerto Rico at the time, received Beate in Puerto Rico, showed her Puerto Rico, and then traveled with her to Honduras, was in the shareholders meeting, and then took a little sightseeing tour, and then she went back to Germany. So when I met her again, she says, "Oh, she says, Tim speaks German." I said, "No, he doesn't." Yes, he does. Yes, he does. I said, "No, he doesn't." And so I said, "Tim, how did you convince Beate you spoke German?" He said, "Well, Beate said something. I had no idea what she said. And I just said, ja, ja, aber English, aber English. Okay, you need to learn English, so we'll only speak English."
Oh, okay. So he put it on her.
So he spoke no lick of German, convinced her he spoke German simply by saying ja, 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 and then forcing her to speak English for her benefit. Okay. So
Oh my
anyway,
gosh,
all right.
that's funny.
So if you're asking, where is something, and if it's beside the house, you would say neben dem Haus. Where do you want me to place it? Well, place it neben das Haus because it's action. Yeah.
Und jetzt könntest du ihr nicht aus Honduras. How do you get her to leave? Oh, so she must have. How long ago was that?
1990.
Oh wow.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
been married for 34 years.
I think we're just one more than that or two.
Yep.
Yep.
One more.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Well, if Juanita is your second wife,
Uh-huh.
how young did you marry, considering how young I was when I got married? And you're married 2 years old, two more years than we are.
Well, my first marriage was right out of college, so ich war 21.
21. Okay.
I was 21. So, and then I guess we were married 5 or 6 years.
Wow.
Yeah, the boys were born. Yeah. So 2 oldest
Okay.
sons, but anyway,
All
seemed like
right.
a long time at the time, look back and go, 5 years seemed like forever. Now you look back and go 5 years, it's nothing.
Yeah. Ask me. I've literally been married to this woman forever. All right. So now we have zwischen. Okay. Zwischen means
Between.
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 Mhm.
So between what? Positional. Wo? Zwischen mir und der Kollegin. So something is placed between you and your colleague. Okay.
So wo wer konnte, how do you say wer kann ich sitzen? Where can I sit? Or where can I?
Wo kann ich sitzen? Genau.
Okay.
Wo kann ich sitzen? Du kannst zwischen mir und meiner Kollegin sitzen, right in between. Ja. All right. Now, here comes the interesting part. Since you're talking about to sit, okay?
Oh, would that be where? Where to?
Okay, also, wo kann ich sitzen, right?
Mhm.
Where can I sit, right?
Mhm.
So between me and my colleague. But now the other question that we have is wohin, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So now the question is, wohin kann ich mich setzen?
Oh boy.
Okay.
Mm. Mm.
Where can I sit down? Where can I physically
Where
place
can
myself?
yeah,
Okay.
place myself. Yeah.
Where should I go to sit? Is kind of right. Where should I? Yeah.
Where shall I go sit? Okay.
Yeah.
So, du kannst dich zwischen mich und die Kollegin setzen.
You can sit yourself between me and
Yeah.
the colleague. Okay. So I remember one of the things I remember from my college German was to ask somebody to sit. You would say, "Haben Sie einen Sitzenplatz?" Have a. Is that right? Did I remember correctly?
Haben Sie einen Sitzplatz?
Sitzplatz.
Okay.
Okay.
This usually is for a ticketed event.
Okay.
Okay. So I go to the stadium and obviously section
Mhm.
row seat. Okay.
Mm.
So that is your
Mhm.
Sitzplatz. That is the very place that you're going to sit.
Okay.
And that's usually the way it's used.
Okay. So that's like go sit in your seat or
Go, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have an assigned seat?
Okay. Have you? Okay.
Do you have?
Yeah.
Do you have an
Because Platz is
assigned
place.
seat?
So
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's
because
a
Platz is
specific place.
It's
Yeah.
your place. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why on the railway you have Sitz, Platz, Reservierung,
Okay.
which means
Mhm.
you reserve it. Okay. So the conductor comes in, sees you standing in the hallway, and asks you, haben Sie einen Sitzplatz? So you could be asking, do you have a reserved seat? So go to it, or have you found your place to sit? Why? Because I don't want you standing around. Okay?
Mhm.
Get out of the aisle.
Yeah, or in
Right.
church. In church.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
The ushers see you standing around and they ask you, okay, haben Sie einen Sitzplatz? Do you already have a place that you chose to sit? And you could say nein, then they're gonna say, well, then let me find you one so that you have your place to sit. Okay. All right. Now for the third one, we have wann. So this again is Zeit, so it's dative. So here we have between
Mm.
May 20th and June 1st. So I could ask you guys, wann seid ihr in Deutschland?
Okay.
And then you could say zwischen, and now it's dative, okay, zwischen dem 23. Dezember und dem, whenever you fly back,
31st.
Yeah, 31. We're flying back
Okay.
on the 31st or on the 3rd
und
Yes.
dem 31.
December.
Dezember.
Yeah.
Okay. So you could say between those two dates, we'll be here.
Okay.
Or in this case, you could say zwischen Weihnachten und Neujahr.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah. So with all these prepositions,
Mm.
okay, they're called Wechselpräpositionen. Why? Because depending on its use, it can be dative, it can be accusative, and in some of these, it could either be used for position or action or time. Okay.
Verbunden, is that combine mit dem?
Yes.
Aye.
Okay. So this is where we come to our contractions. So you could say they're bound up, but basically it's a contraction. So means an dem, ans means an das, im means in dem, ins, in das, aufs, auf das, vors, vor das.
Mm.
Okay. So now, Übung 1. Übung 1 ist wohin. So what do we use in the wohin? Nominativ, accusativ, dativ, or genitiv?
Accusative.
Accusative.
Accusativ. Okay, so accusativ. So now we gotta know what
Gender.
article each one of these nouns has. Okay,
Schüler is die.
D.
okay. Schule is die.
I think Firma is der. Right?
Firma is die
Oh, it's
Firma.
die as well. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what dome is. I don't know what the
Cathedral.
Cathedral.
Ah.
Okay. And it is masculine. So it is der Dom.
Yep.
den.
Okay. Gehst du in den Dom? So which one is the most famous dome in Germany?
Ich vergesse. I don't.
The one in Cologne? The Kölner Dom? So let's see.
Hmm.
Okay, I don't need this. So Kölner Dom. Oh, we had a bridge collapse today in Germany.
Oh no,
Oh man.
Yeah, it's like, wow.
that's bad.
Train, der Zug oder Auto oder.
It's a, yeah, Autobrücke in Dresden.
Mm.
Okay. So I hope you can see the dome.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So that's the Kölner Dom. All you do is you go to the Hauptbahnhof. So this bridge is the train bridge that goes across the Rhine River right to the dome into the main train station.
Mm.
Yeah. So that's the Kölner Dom. All right. So der Dom and therefore, like you already said, den Dom. All right, Kantine.
I don't know. I'm gonna guess D because it ends in
D,
the E, but
right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what is a Kantine?
Cafeteria.
Cafeteria, right? Yep.
I think
All right.
cafe is das.
Das Café.
Garage.
I think this is D. Got E.
Is it D? Okay.
Die Garage. Right?
Garage.
So the question always is a question of action. Gehst du in? Okay. So the question
Mhm.
is the wohin question, making it accusative. And the only one that changes is der to den in accusative. Okay, so now if we go to wo, it changes to
Dative.
dative,
Dative.
right? Dative. Meaning that der changes to
Game.
dem,
Name.
die changes to
Der.
der,
Der.
der, and das changes to
Game.
dem.
Dame.
Name.
Okay.
Plural is Dane. Is that right? We don't have any
Yes.
plural. Okay.
Plural. That's die changes to den
And then add an N to the
and the
vowel
added
or
n
to the noun.
Yeah. But since there was no plural here,
Plural
I
there.
figured
Yeah.
I wasn't
Yep.
gonna.
Yeah.
But
I'm just
see-
testing myself.
okay, that's good. So Werkstatt.
Stadt. I think Stadt is masculine.
Werkstatt.
Stadt City is D, but I don't know if Stadt plays Stadt.
Or your
Okay.
workplace.
Die Stadt. Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
And in this case, Stadt is not city. This
Right.
is double T,
uh-huh.
but it also
Okay.
comes from Städte, so a place. So not a city, but a
Oh.
place. And therefore it's also feminine.
Okay.
So it is die,
Oh.
die Werkstatt, making it.
In der.
Okay. There. Translated.
Is he in the office or is he in the
Workplace.
workplace?
Because office is bureau. So this would be
Oh,
That's right.
no?
So this is
So-
the Werkstatt. So this is where you
Werkstatt.
work,
okay.
your shop.
Hmm.
Okay. So one of the most important is the
Autowerkstatt.
Autowerkstatt.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Universität.
D.
Would that be Dame?
Well, first of all, you gotta
Is
tell
it-
me if it's der, die, or das
Well, I
Universität.
thought it was Das.
Well,
Das
then you
Universität?
are, like Michael said,
No?
it's nicht das. No.
No? Okay.
So who goes to the university? Men or women?
Both.
Yeah, but it was designed for women. Women are smarter. that's why it's feminine.
So D,
feminine.
okay. D, so
and
der,
there.
okay.
Okay.
Ah. So Kuka, die Kuka,
Q.
Küche.
Kuka,
Küche.
Kuka.
You might not want to say that word in Latin America.
Kuka,
Küche.
Ü.
Kuka. So that is der,
Ist er in der Küche? Is he in the kitchen? Yeah, because kitchen is feminine, Universität is feminine, Werkstatt is feminine.
okay. Wow, okay.
All right. So now we
Whew.
got Zimmer. Is Zimmer der, die or das?
Das.
Das,
Das Zimmer.
so it's Dame,
Dem.
Dame. And is the next one also Dame? Or
Well,
if you
both are
go by the
Zimmer.
Zimmer?
Yeah, because we
Yeah,
go by the second.
Okay,
So the first is your Wohnzimmer,
yes. Living room,
living room, and the second is your
Mhm.
Badezimmer,
bathroom,
your bathroom,
yeah.
where you take your shower.
Okay.
Otherwise, if it's just a half for your guest toilet, then it would be toilette. All right,
Ah, okay.
Keller.
Der.
Der
So
Keller.
it's
Why? Because who do you send down into the basement or into the cellar?
Men.
The men. Yes.
Hmm.
Even my mother-in-law told me this weekend when I was there, she says, why don't you go down into the cellar and bring up that 50-pound bag of dirt that I got down there? I said, do you know I'm an old man? She says, yeah, but I'm an older woman.
I'm older.
Actually,
Mhm.
was it? She turned 85 now. This
Oh
year
my
in July.
gosh. Well, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's right. You are still young to her.
Yes, that's right. All right, now we have to figure out in this exercise if it is accusative or dative. So does it answer wo in dative or does it answer wohin in accusative? So that's the first thing we got to figure out.
Hmm.
Then we got to figure out if the noun, in this case Bushaltestelle, is masculine, feminine, or neutral.
Hmm.
And there are no plurals here. So we don't have to worry about that.
So wartet would be is to place. So this would be dative.
Well, let's start
right?
with the question.
Okay.
So is it answering wo or is it answering wohin?
There should be wo.
Okay, so it's
Where?
answering wo. Then we got to figure out, is
Mhm.
Bushaltestelle der, die or das?
I'm gonna say D now
D.
because
Okay, die
Stella.
Bushaltestelle, right. Then the second one. B. Is it wo or wohin?
I think that's wohin.
Okay, so this is wohin.
B. Yeah.
And disco, der Dio,
Oh,
das
oh.
Disco.
Oh.
I don't know that one.
What's that?
I-
Say.
Is
Oh, I
it
see.
D?
Oh, it is D disco. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
I thought we
The
were.
disco.
I thought we were on C. I don't know why I thought that. Yeah.
Ask your wife. She
Okay.
always knows what you think and why you think what you think. And she already got the answer to it also.
But she also sagt, warum denkst du das?
Warum denkst du da? Yeah. All right. So, wo oder wohin bei C?
Wohin?
Mm-mm, I
No?
don't.
Die Lampe hängt. Die Lampe hängt. So
So-
it's
So,
it's
are you doing an action
below,
or are you asking
or is it the position? So this is position. So it's
position?
wo.
So it's wo. All right.
Okay.
Then Schreibtisch, der, die oder das.
Das,
Tisch ist der.
Tisch ist der.
der.
Okay.
Ah, okay.
So now we have
Oh. So this is an action.
okay.
So wohin?
That goes wohin. And Karte,
Die.
die. Okay.
Okay.
So
Die
please write the,
Speisekarte.
well, in this case, please write the address on the postcard.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
gosh.
So now
Right. To talk in. Is this, oh, I'm
okay,
gonna say this is
it's
wo.
wo, yeah,
Mhm.
wo. And Schweiz,
Der Schweiz.
Der, yeah.
well,
that right?
actually,
Was it die?
it is die Schweiz.
That's Switzerland, right? Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So Switzerland, Turkey, Netherlands
Yeah.
are all countries that have an article that go with it. So it's die Niederlande,
Oh,
die Türkei, die Schweiz.
okay.
So F, wo, wohin?
Wo.
Wo.
Yeah.
Die.
And it is die Garage. Very good.
Okay. Bodensee. Oh. Bodensee.
So first question,
Are you, ugh.
is it a place or is it an action?
I think this is an action.
Okay.
This is wohin?
Mhm.
Wohin?
Okay.
And C,
Die?
that would be the
Der,
ocean.
no.
There is the lake.
Der.
There C.
That's a tricky one, right? Because say can be.
If it's the
Say
ocean,
can be-
it is die See. Yeah. Yeah.
This is position. So is this wo?
That's wo.
Wo, der Garten, wo,
Wo. And as you said, der Garten. Das Haus.
Das Haus.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the sitze one, sitting between. So this is, I'm sitting between, so it's something that's already happened. So this
Okay.
is position,
Yes.
wo. So would this be meiner Vater?
Well, why don't we first figure out what Vater is? Is it der or das Vater?
Der.
Der Vater. Okay. So if it is der Vater and we have to change der to dative, how do we change der to dative?
Dem.
Dem.
Einem,
So,
So
meinen,
im,
im, meinem,
nem.
meinem. Okay.
Okay. So that would go here. All right. So now, if you guys have time to make up the 10 minutes we lost yesterday, then we can keep going. It's all up to you guys.
that's fine with me.
Yeah, I don't have an appointment until 1:30, so I'm good.
Okay, well, good. So now that we did the left-hand side and you were able to answer the right questions and put the right article with the noun in the end,
Should
Now-
be easy, right?
now it should be easy.
Hmm.
Okay. And
How do you say that how do you say that in German? Es
es ist leicht.
so it's just like
Oh.
leicht.
Jetzt ist es leicht. Okay. Once you do the groundwork, the rest is easy.
Okay. Okay. So sie wartet an der
Der.
Bushaltestelle.
Stelle.
Okay. Sie wartet an der Bushaltestelle. Meaning?
She waits at the bus stop.
She waits at the bus stop. Very good.
Okay. Next one is der Disco.
Well, first of all, read the sentence.
Gehst du heute in der Disco?
All right. Meaning, are you
So-
running around in circles in the discotheque?
No, I thought it was, are you going to the disco today? Gehst du heute?
Well, that's what it's supposed to mean, but that's not what you said.
Why not? What did I say?
You said, gehst
Why
du
are you
heute
laughing at
in...
me?
I'm not. And
Gehst du heute in? Well, if it's wohin, okay, so it's accusative in die Disco. Gehst
Aha,
du heute in die Disco?
aha,
Oh,
all right.
gosh,
So
too many things to
now,
remember.
now it's right. Gehst du heute in die
Okay.
disco? Are you going into the disco or to the disco
To
today?
the disco today. Okay.
If you say der disco, then you're saying where. So if you're saying gehst du heute in der disco, which means you're inside, so you're walking around in circles.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Die Lampe hängt über dem Schreibtisch. Because it's masculine dative. The lamp hangs over the desk.
The lamp hangs over the desk. Yep.
Schreibt bitte die Adresse auf. What did we say this was? Wohin? Dame kata? Or is it D kata?
Well, there's a reason why we put
Where is wohin?
why
Okay, wait a
why
minute.
why we put this over here.
I know, but you still have to remember if it's accusative or dative, and that's
Well,
what I'm
and
still.
if it's accusative,
Okay,
we know it's accusative because we asked the question.
it was right. It was wohin, so it's D kata.
Yeah, it's the carte, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So
Well, Juanita, since you're such a lovely lady, why
What?
don't you do the rest?
why are you going to torture me today? Okay.
Torturing. I'm giving you the privilege of showing how wise you are.
Yeah, right. Okay. Frau Holm bleibt 2 Tage in we said this was die Schweiz in der Schweiz. Whoops.
So should I
wrote it
say
on the wrong
final
one.
answer?
Maybe since I talked to myself. Okay. Okay.
Okay, so what does
So
it
Frau
mean?
Holm, so this means Frau Holm stayed, bleibt. I'm trying to remember what bleibt is. Does that mean she stayed 2 days in Switzerland?
She will remain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's not
She will
past.
stay.
It's
Okay.
it's present.
She is going to, okay. Stay
Yeah.
2 days in
So
Switzerland. Okay.
she'll be 2 days in Switzerland.
Okay. All right. Das Auto steht vor der Garage.
Okay, garage.
Garage, yes. Garage. So the auto stays in the garage. No, before. Vor is before. Hush, y'all. Das Auto steht vor der Garage. So the auto is in front of the garage.
Which means the car is parked in front of the
Yes.
garage.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Fährst du morgen fährst du morgen an? All right. This was the Bodensee. We said it was um is this Dame? Dame Bodensee? Dame? Wohin? Dane.
Okay, so we said wohin, masculine. So up here,
Oh,
what did
okay.
okay, so this was dative. We didn't even do the accusative because it was just so obvious. So there becomes den. The stays the same.
Die
And thus stays the same.
Okay.
Okay.
So
since
that what did we say this was? Dane.
Den
Okay.
Bodensee. Yeah. Because it's
Okay.
accusative, it's answering wohin.
Okay. So what does that actually mean? Are you Are you traveling tomorrow to the Bodensee?
Yes.
Bodensee? Okay. Okay, so the
So
next one is there.
you know what Bodensee is?
Well, I'm assuming it's a name of a lake. No?
Well, that's a
A
good
proper
assumption.
name? Bodensee?
Very good assumption. And there it is. So here you got Switzerland. Okay. Then the Rhine River
Oh, okay.
flows out of Switzerland into the Bodensee. So on the bottom left, you got Switzerland. On the bottom right, you got Austria. And on the top, you got Germany. So this is why over here, you got three flags, Germany, Austria, and Switzerland, because they're all part of the Bodensee.
Nice.
And the big city here is Constance, very famous. And then there are some islands in there. And obviously, since this is on the very low border to Switzerland and Austria, it is on the bottom left of Germany. So, and this is Insel Mainau, so it's a small island. Very famous because they got tropical stuff on there, tropical plants. And then, of course, since it is right on the border to Switzerland and Austria, you got your Alps in the background with the lake. So,
Beautiful.
yes, as you can guess, this is one of the favorite tourist spots. And if you look at this, I mean, you can, oops, what happened now?
You're going to find this an Airbnb.
Yeah, you can rent beautiful cottages. Yeah. Anyway, so this is Bodensee. Bottom left corner of Germany. And you will be
A long ways from there.
on the other on the other side. All right.
In the very popular Krankel am See.
That's right. Krakow am See. Yep.
Okay.
All right. So the next one, der Garten.
All right. Der Garten ist hinter dem Haus.
Very good.
Okay.
And we already did the last one.
And we did the last one. Yeah.
Okay.
An meinem Vater.
All right. Good.
All right.
Okay.
All right. We continue tomorrow on the next.
We continue tomorrow.
You say the rest, but
Den Rest. Yeah.
den Rest.
Okay. Also, wir machen den Rest morgen.
Okay. Okay.
Well, I've got somebody at the door. So I'll see you tomorrow.
Well, perfect.
Okay. Thank you,
Okay.
Peter.
Same to
Bye-bye.
you guys. Bye-bye.